In proclaiming September Wisconsin Brandy Old Fashioned Month, Governor Tony Evers outlined why the drink is unique to this state. He noted that it's become the unofficial state cocktail and that Wisconsinites are the #1 consumer of Korbel brandy, accounting for nearly half of the company's annual sales. As Jenna Wells discovered, given its history and popularity, it's no surprise that the Brandy Old Fashioned now has its own Hall of Fame.
An ode to Wisconsin's favorite beverage, other than beer.
We're known as the beer state and the brew state, but there's some great distilleries.
The Dairyland loves brandy. While a lot is made in California, Wisconsin sells the most brandy in the country.
Back in about the 1840s, there was a big glut of brandy on the West Coast where it wasn't moving in. The distributor network here in Wisconsin found out it was aging, it wasn't going to go bad at some point. So they bought it all up and they shipped all that brandy that was aging and about to go bad into the state of Wisconsin, and it's never left.
It shapes the state's signature cocktail, the Brandy Old Fashioned.
It just reminds of your grandma, your grandpa, or whatever. You go over and you would go on a Sunday night and have a game of cribbage and a dinner or something like that, and there was always a Brandy Old Fashioned around.
Brandy, bitters, sugar, orange, and cherry, topped with citrus soda. Almost unheard of outside of Wisconsin. It's a drink distillers like Milwaukee's Central Standard have perfected.
We've been making brandy for about 6-7 years now.
In 2021, the owners of Central Standard had an idea to pay homage to the cocktail and local brandy makers. They asked Governor Tony Evers to proclaim September as Brandy Old Fashioned Month.
By the time we got it to the governor's desk, it was pretty much decided on pretty quickly.
And last year, Central Standard added to the fun, opening up nominations for their first ever Brandy Old Fashioned Hall of Fame.
Everyone's got a little bit of a different variation on it. So whether it's your aunt, your uncle, your neighbor, your greatest friend, what do you do not only with the brandy, how do you make it, but what is the environment around you, right?
Last September, Central Standard inducted 6 individuals out of more than 150 nominations. Each inductee had a different connection to the drink. One even received a posthumous honor.
The drink was Old Fashions, Brandy Old Fashions. All the adults always had their Brandy Old Fashions. We would go up north and my parents would go to supper clubs with the neighbors even up north and stuff, and that was the staple drink.
That's one of many memories Christy Oberg and Gino Kasperzak Jr. have of their childhood.
My dad built a bar out of land and stone in their basement because when all the neighbors got together, it was like every week because all the kids would play and all the adults would play.
Their father, Eugene Kasperzak, learned to make perfect Brandy Old Fashions while bartending at a country club in the early 70s. It was a love he passed down to the whole family.
You know, you teach your kids how to do all different skills. Well, it's a skill to learn how to make a good old-fashioned.
In September of 2022, just after Kasperzak's 90th birthday, he fell ill. When his family got to the hospital, he had a special request.
He wanted an old-fashioned. So I went with my cousin Kimmy, and we got everything all set up and brought it to the facility.
Emergency room. It was this tiny room and all of us doing a toast, and there was like 24 of us.
A family tradition coming full circle.
It was his last wish.
We enjoyed, an old-fashioned with him.
Right.
It's something you always remember.
A couple days after Kasperzak passed, his granddaughter, Gino's daughter Jessica, shared a surprise.
Jessica's like, oh yeah, by the way, I nominated Papa, that's what they all call him, for the Brandy Old Fashioned Hall of Fame, and he got in. He is smiling in heaven, right? Absolutely smiling in heaven.
When Central Standard held the induction ceremony, more than 50 people came to honor Kasperzak.
His friends, my friends, family friends, cousins, relatives, everybody came. It was a true celebration of life. He was 90 years old and did things.
So much for us.
Right, everything for everybody.
Now, each time the drink is served, the family says cheers to Eugene.
He's like, live each day full and celebrate life every day, and that's what he did. And so the Brandy Old Fashioned is our way of toasting life.
This fall, 6 more names will grace the Brandy Old Fashioned Hall of Fame at Central Standard.
All the nominations have to be in by the end of September, the last day of September, to get that in. And then we'll go through it and we'll announce the class in October.
Anyone from anywhere can be nominated. Winners are those who embody the spirit of the Brandy Old Fashioned. No pun intended.
It's not a cocktail making nomination. It's a nomination and a celebration of Wisconsin and all things that are Wisconsin, using the Brandy Old Fashioned as a way to kind of celebrate that.